Hello guys, I'm just going to test everything here. Live chat, let's do a volume test. Oh, my mic seems like it was low. Alright, we'll try this. Live chat, let's do a volume test. Oh, my mic seems like it was low. Alright, try this. Seems like it's good now. Alright. Tap chat, we'll go to live. It looks like it's there. Alright. Right now, I'm just transferring over some stuff. I haven't been streaming for a bit. I've been having some personal issues. Hopefully I got that all sorted out with, and I'm going to get back to coding here. But yeah, going to just focus on just cracking through what I kind of want to crack through. I know that might not be as fun. I'm just gonna like talk my way through what I'm doing and why I'm doing it sometimes. Right now I just want like a lot of the base stuff in, especially for the character, for the animations and all that stuff. It does take up a lot of space, and I want to thin down my editor and everything that's on my hard drive, so that the clean version is pretty clean. In order to do that, I'm bulking it up first, and because we just had like a lot of stuff working when we did finish off last, before I had all those push issues and haven't been able to come back. We had pretty much the base lobby kind of functioning, and I think I was just swapping out trees. I think that could just use a little testing when I walk around, it as adding the trees when you're close to them, and I think we're just not hitting the trees, so there's like some sort of collision issue, which is fine. Again, we could sort that out and check that out at some point, but I think you're just gonna start simple, and I really just want to focus on actually finishing up the file folders, making them good, and just kind of like move along to where if I get bored or stuck on something, I'll move it or I'll do something. But I think after because I get so limited time on this, there's a lot of stuff going on for me. Like I said, I'm being medically released out of the military. That is for sure thing. It's already signed off, but it can take a long time to get medically out. But for sure, no matter what, I'm out by April 1st, 2025. And that's probably the out date for me. I'll be out April 1st, 2025. So I kind of want this game kind of going before then. But I can't guarantee that, or if the game will actually get sales and stuff. Because again, this is more like a personal project. It's something that I really wanted. It's something that I really felt good. And just hopping back into a couple of things, I really felt like, for anybody who does watch these videos, which isn't much, if I get a chance to do a little short video and I feel up to it, or somebody does it, I really wanted to describe. It's pretty much, I want to make something like Fallout 76, but I just have so many gripes with Fallout 76. There's just so many problems, and heck, I don't need 25 players, and that's not the big thing. It's just like getting 8 guys or 10 guys together, just slightly more than your regular forest of 4. I think Sons of the Forest moved up to 10 as well. But yeah, just get away from that the 4 people only kind of thing. And I know that takes a little bit more power on the client side if you're doing peer to peer. But we do have pretty decent machines these days, and as long as you just get it down to player location is all that the server needs, should be really lagging you out. Like I guess I could be replicating animations and stuff like that, but I don't want to go too deep in the weeds with the replication either. I guess you kind of want to be able to tell who that character is, but yeah. So there's that. That's a successful migration. So we are going to close this. This is going to be in the background for now. And that's going to pop up, but we're going to open this up. I'm hoping this just closes. Usually it does. If not, I'll close it because it just takes a lot of extra room that we don't need. I've been doing some server stuff and looking at some server stuff. And getting into Amazon Web Services and a lot of stuff like that. And it's just such a... Some things are a real pain dealing with Linux and everything like that. And then things just don't work out the way you want them to. And it's just as an indie dev, it's a lot of work and it's hard and it's tedious. And, you know what I mean? But I do want something working. I do want something good. And we do have something basic here. So I do want to just sometimes go back to just keeping simple. And keeping simple, I do actually just want to go back to not having so many personal problems and just keeping mentally in the game where we're simple. So again, looking at that, we got I really don't want to add any more than this. And I know it looks huge, but really in this case, finally in this case, a lot of our folders are just like animations or, you know, like chaos or, you know what I mean, like rigs. It's not actually that many. There's not as many products this time. There is still some like collection, vehicles, characters, but I really did want to get vehicles in this time. And I just got amusement park stuff. So we're going to go through this stuff. So I guess the first thing will be my amusement park. We're not going to need amusement park textures. They just have a bunch of textures. Okay. For that, let's go down to textures, because this is generic. This is not a very specific thing. And again, we could color textures here, so we could actually easily find textures usually. And for textures, I do want to do something like 0.300, like that dark bloody red, like we have all our game stuff in, because that's kind of like how textures look. And just how we have atmospheric and animal pack right now, we will want to just, ooh, I'm unable to connect to server. I think I'm having hard drive problems. My drive is there. Stuff like that. Like kinda, but we'll work into it. So we got this new folder here. This is on my main computer, so it's not going anywhere. And we'll just have to do a bunch of updates and fixes. Check out a bunch of stuff. That would be a big checkout and a big push in. And what we'll call this is abandoned park. Abandoned park. Just like it says there. And we'll just open that up and we'll just drag and drop all this. Debatably, with all this file movement, this is going to be way easier without having to check in and check out all this stuff now. because my thing's not working. Yeah, it's just disable that for now. Like I said, we'll move this here. That'll probably get fixed on a computer restart. But and again, I want to move all these so they're more proper, and we'll go over a lot of the assets. Like the textures are so minimal, it's not as big as a deal, and it'll be super time consuming to clean up the textures, and that's something I don't want to do. Like I said, that will cause me more problems in the future. It's just not something that's would make me happy. So materials would be next. I think I could do materials here. Do a thing. Abandon park. Now we will definitely go into the materials before the textures, because the materials are important. How the materials are done, having like 1 to 2, like maybe I want to stay under the double digits for masters, right? 1 master for all my foliage if possible. 1 master for like most of my like props in general. 1 master for my water. That's like, if I can get it down to that would be best. But I know there's gonna be some 2-sided things where they'll have like some translucency, like some signs, or 1 for mirrors, for example. So I understand there'll be some differences with that. 1 for the landscape, because that one's way more complex. But yeah, like I said, if I could keep masters down to, like I said, under the double digits, so just like 9 masters preferably, and then every other material is a material instance. Yeah, because you just have good masters that are very flexible. I know some of the masters you just want to keep bare bones simple, but then other masters you do want a ton of customization and be able to make things dirty and grungy and this and that. So it's understandable. For sure, under 20. And then after assets, I think the big simple move would be static meshes. And then after static meshes, everything else does need a look at. Do I really need this item? Or is it just taking up space? All foliage, I do really want to just break down to more like the brushify packs. If it's a static mesh, like a specific tree or something like that, maybe I'll keep that. But, or like maybe the specific particles. But for the most part, did you call it a mesh? Meshes, yes. And we'll do a folder here for abandoned park. We'll just go to meshes. Look, it's all like this. And I will be moving the meshes around. The meshes will kind of be broken up to like exterior, interior, so it's kind of easy to find things. My keyboard is dying on me as well. A lot of my equipment, like you see, my mouse is dying on me. Was that my hard drive again? So I do have to do some fixes here. Yeah, coming up. So abandoned park. So we look at this here. That's not being used anymore. Whoop, cancel that. We do want to go all the way out. We do want to fix up redirectors. And we'll just do the other files that we have touched. We want to go to textures, fix up redirectors. We want to go to materials, fix up redirectors. And again, we had a problem finding materials there for a second. That's just like a lime kind of green. So we'll try 0. We'll try like 8. It's pretty bright. We want a bright 7. Yeah, it's pretty bright. I don't want like super blinding bright, but I definitely want a brighter green for materials because that's what it looks like. And then the last one was meshes. Fix up redirectors, and again, this is like a baby kind of blue when we look at the meshes. So if we go back into that park, you see it's like a baby blue or a sky blue. So to be able to find it quickly and just look for the colors, and I have an understanding of what I'm doing it again. So set color. This will be blue. No other colors really needed. It just needs to be pretty high on the spectrum, I think. Ooh, we do want to get towards green here. So if we do like 0.8 in the blue, pretty high in the blue, and we do like 0.5 in the green, it's there. We really want to almost pull it down. Is it 0.5, 0.5? I guess so. That will work. 0.6, 0.6, just kind of brighten up a bit. Maybe even 0.8. 0.8 to really kind of light it up there. There you go. Just a brighter version of it. Yeah, I think that's kind of easy to tell. One of the major files there. So now that we've fixed up redirectors, we double check there's nothing in there. Should be able to delete that fine. Go in here, nothing in there. Should be able to delete that fine. Go in here and nothing in there. Should be able to delete that fine. Alright. So maps. I don't really mud. Oh, okay. So I do not really care about the demo map. I'll be just building my own map from scratch. And if these are just being used by the demo map, I'll just delete these. Probably won't be using those at all. Alright. Material layers. Don't need those. It's used by landscape park. We'll search there. Oh, that's usually doesn't happen. Oh, that's search. Find me in folder. Find me in folder. Okay, we'll delete you. Nothing's using you. Then we'll delete you. Nothing's using you. So we go back to our content folder. We go back up these material layers now. Because again, that's landscape stuff. We're not going to be using the abandoned parks landscape, so that's just a waste of time. Particles. Falling leaves could be an interesting particle effect. I definitely will not lose that. So it's I think I got it. It effects. Do we have a particle or a Niagara? Particles. We do have particles. Effects are like world effects and fire states and stuff. Okay, that's different than particles. Particles are like these. There's a bunch of different particles. Okay. Cascade is a legacy system. Okay, move here. Maybe we could still use it. We'll have to see. Might not. So we'll fix up redirectors. And we should be able to delete this now. So these are actually probably for things moving. Park sky. Don't think I need that. No. Ferris wheel. Is this for a Ferris wheel spinning? If it looks complex, I might keep it. If it's just like building the Ferris wheel, I don't know. It's nice that the whole Ferris would be disassembled and fully modular. Have to see how modular it would be. I don't want to spend years building the Ferris wheel, so I might keep it under prefab, so it's just easier to deal with. Nope. Shaders. Alright, so first, tick, do not like that. So first of all, what we would be doing if we were to keep this at all, which looks pretty bare bones, so we wouldn't be keeping it for the programming for sure, is we do this on like activation when the character gets close, or if it's in range, we'd start spinning it. Not just have it spinning randomly all the time, no matter what, on a tick. And then we would set a timer for it. Spin in intervals randomly, or every delta 5 seconds kind of start to rotate. And we could have a sweep action. Or something like that, so it doesn't just like instantly get to there. Like we could blend it to that location, so like, and then it's just accessing the animation. Construct, there's nothing. Viewport. So this is a pretty big Ferris wheel. Oh man. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. So Ferris wheel, physics constraint. Physics constraint. Physics constraint. Physics constraint. Interesting. What is this physics constraint? You know what? You've already earned, with all the stupid little seats and stuff, this definitely earned a prefab. So this is a generic prefab. Do I have a generic prefab park? Why is there just a park? Okay, I'll have to look at that. Blueprints. So make a folder and call it prefab mesh blueprints. We'll just call it, because I don't like the LCD, prefab blueprints, and we'll drag this guy over. And actually, before we do that, I think this is good. They're all going to be the same. You know what? Yeah, we will do the one at a time. I will look at it because I just remembered this here. It's kind of gross. I wouldn't mind, like, my OCD fixing that up. But yeah, they have a bunch of physics constraints again. It's odd because the physics constraints in the last one looked like it actually held the different items. Daisy top. Do they could be separate like that, I guess? Interesting. I might have to look into doing that. Well, that might mean, because it has a physics constraint, if the physics are enabled, that like you can actually run into this and make it swing. Like it's just actually like a dangling kind of ride, which is kind of cool. Move that over here. And I'm pretty sure the boats are like the same thing. There's nothing for the boats here. Interesting. I wonder if they just swing on their own. Here we go. Move. So again, we will fix up redirectors. And there's nothing in the blueprints now. So we successfully got rid of that. There we go. We got our alpha brushes, which are pretty specific. Alpha brush preview. I guess I could delete it. We're just gonna do that. That we did anyway. So we'll just call this Arctic A. Make rateable. Corrosion. Rateable. But we will actually just call it Arctic. It's underneath alpha brushes. I don't think I'll be actually just calling something just straight Arctic or straight corrosion. Make rateable. Animation blueprints. No. No. So, characters. Animals. Bear. I'm gonna actually down that, I think. Wildlife. So I'm not going to have animals and all that stuff. Just all this stuff falls underneath wildlife. And then I will do bears. And I will move this. Make writable. Butter. Flies. Writable. So that all the, as a character, we're gonna have wildlife, and then we're gonna have bears and butterflies, and then all their stuff's gonna be in there. And wildlife, we're gonna have cows, a couple of different cows probably. So move that here. Make writable. And when we go into wildlife here, bears. Animation blueprint. We already kind of know what that is. Butterfly animation blueprint. Shorten that up. And you might be wondering why I'm shortening these up, because you do have a 200 character limit, and that's a Microsoft thing. I believe. Animation blueprint. Yeah, so if you just can't save files a lot of the time if it's more than 200 characters. Like, you only run into that kind of stuff if you're a developer and creating like tons of files and stuff. Chickens. There's gonna be multiple chickens, I'm sure. Move here. Make writable. Chicken animation blueprint. You got frogs. Move here. I guess just call it frog. Animation blueprint. And then we got a wolf. Wolves. Move here. Make writable. Wolf. Animation blueprint. We got some crabs. Move here. Make writable. Rename. Blueprint. Crocodiles. Writable. Animation blueprint. deer. Deers. Regrettable. This is animation blueprint. This is also a deer. Move here. Regrettable. And we will stick with that convention. We'll try to stick with that convention. Then animation blueprint. So it is a deer. It's a male deer. Alright. So folder insects, because I just don't feel like we're gonna have a ton of insects because they're so small and there's gonna be that many files with them. We're just gonna call this just ant animation blueprint. Lizards, I guess that's slightly different than crocodiles because they're actually probably going to be smaller. Move here. So we get like a gecko. It's going to go with this salamander. I guess this is a specific type of salamander. I don't know if we're going to get different ones. It's going to be a fire salamander, I guess. Animation blueprint. So it's a salamander. What type of salamander? It's a fire salamander. Just like what type of deer? It's a male deer, right? All right. I'm gonna do goats. Move here. Make writable. And again, animation blueprint. So yeah, I know the stuff isn't super fun. Just like the insects, I'm just gonna do birds. Because again, they're not gonna be that many birds we're actually gonna be dealing with. I don't think they're gonna need their own special stuff. Eagle. What type of eagle is it? It's a golden eagle, not a bald eagle. So we might have a bald eagle at some point, so I do want to differentiate them. Alright. This one's gonna get pretty hectic off the hop. We're actually gonna do fish. And move here. I don't know how many gulpers we're gonna get really, so I just gonna call it a grouper or whatever it is. Gonna take the Goliath part out of it because that just seems like a size thing. We will do sharks as its own thing, even though it's a type of fish. I might have a couple of different types of shark, like a hammerhead or something like that. Move here. And then sharks will act different because they can attack the player, right? Shark. And what type of shark? It is a great white. Shark is a great white shark. So then it'll be shark, hammerhead, so on and so forth. Goats. Move here. I'm actually going to do goats. Ebix. I do not know what type of goat that is. but it looks more like a mountain goat to me. Pigs. I already know we're gonna have a few different types of pigs. I'm gonna get a pink one as well. Let's look at so move this here, and this will be, it's a pig, and it is Iron Age. Didn't know that's a type of pig, but I'll go with that. That's what it says. Fish. Like I said, this is going to fill up pretty quickly. Move here. Make writable. Mackerel. I don't know how many more of these guys I'm going to get, to be honest, but I will make octopi. That's, I think, the plural version for those. I could be completely out of her, but I'll have somebody else change that later, I guess. I'm just guessing another pack will have another octopus if it's that common. So if we go back to fish again, this will be a perch. I don't think I'm going to put fish in front of all of them. I think fish in the top category already kind of names it. I could have did that with goats. Like I just had the ibex in the goat section. But pike. We'll just keep going because they're right here. Red eye. I actually just heard this called red eye. I don't know if it was actually a perch. Well, we could do that then. We'll call it perch and underscore. We don't need fish. We'll call it red eye. Good old salmon or salmon. Call this some salmon up here. Up in here we got some salmon. Oh, salmon old. Not too sure what that is. We'll look at it later. Now we got kind of out of there. We go back. Should I do rodents or mice or rats? I'll do rats. I don't even think we're gonna get mice, but we could, and mice could be their own little thing because I'm sure they're gonna act differently than rats, because rats are big and they couldn't end up attacking you. So there could be like an aggressive rat and a non-aggressive rat, and so they'll have different blueprints and actions and looks depending. Scorpion will go underneath insects with my little ant friend here. I guess snails will go over here too. Goose is a bird. Duo looks just like a goose to me, so I'm just gonna call it a goose. Doesn't really look like a swan to me. Might end up getting multiple different types of snakes, even though they're pretty critter-like, I guess. And we'll go with, oh, this is a pig. These are all part of the wildlife. No wild needed. This will be a boar. And rabbits. Move here. So, frogs, I guess we go with. So we have frogs. We will do animation folder though. Animations. So this is going to be all the animations for the frogs. All the frogs. And we're just going to move those over. Like writable. There's going to be a ton of different dyes. So we do want to separate this frog, dye, and anim is the short version for animation. Frog, idle, anim. Frog, run, anim. Frog, walk, anim. Fix up redirectors? I actually killed the other thing. I don't know what's using these animations. But, snails next, so we'll go to wildlife. That was an insect, I believe. Here we will do, because it's going to be a bunch of different insects, because they don't have much. There's going to be, I think, most insects are going to be non-collision. Like, you're not going to be able to collide with an insect. I'm not going to make most insects like scorpions be able to even hurt the player. They're just going to be like cosmetic. I think they're just going to add more life to the levels. In the most case. So, but we do not want the that's why they only have like, well, this one does have dyes, so we could end up killing them and stuff. It depends. I think performance will take a hit on that for that. Die anim. Oh, we'll save all. Snail, idle, anim, and snail, walk, anim. I think, yeah, I was breaking it down way too much before. In which case, we'll try to... So, just like wildlife, we will have folder for infected. And then in the infected sections, over infected, we're going to have under infected, over infected, under infected, and just regular infected. And then in the regular infected, we're going to have here crawlers. And I guess I'm going to have this Thusean. I'm not really liking how long this is though, but it is what it is. Alright. Move here. Incredible. Don't know if I'm going to be keeping this guy. Idle. And him. Soothian. Scream. And him. Scream. Montage. Stand up. And him. Soothian. Stand up. Montage. There we go. And so we can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. We'll go into the reptiles. The reason why I'm going backwards now is just because I know animals folder is going to be huge. And I like the feeling of progression that we're getting somewhere. So this is going to be back in the wildlife here. Viper is part of the snake section. Yeah, I think we're going to have different types of snakes. Viper, anims. They might have different anims, like a cobra, I guess. So, we'll move here. It's just making me think. Viper attack, no anim. But it's specific. What if I only do the subsection? It's like snakes. I'm not putting snake viper attack. Just doing viper attack. Snake falls underneath there. Bears done. Birds not done yet. Butterflies not done yet. Chicken not done yet. Cow not done yet. Crabs not done yet. Crocodiles not done yet. Deers not done yet. Fish not done yet. Frogs. Animations. Yeah. Frog dies. What kind of frog? Well, it is a frog that's dying. And then if later, if we have a speckled frog, You know what I mean? We could do speckle frog idle, speckle frog, whatever. Just to keep things a little more condensed. There we go. We know it's an M. An M. Nice. Goats, not done. Insects, we got snails. Snail die. Snail idle. Snail walk. There we go. Lizards, not done yet. Octopi, not done yet. Pigs, not done yet. Rabbits, not done yet. Rats, not done yet. Sharks, not done yet. Snakes, viper, we just see this. This is all makes sense. That's what started this. And wolves, not done yet. But we did do infected. There's nothing here yet. There's nothing here yet. Crawlers. What type of crawler? It's a Thusian. And in the Thusian, there's going to be animations. Or anims. Did I put animations? I'm going to have to go back again. So this is already... So... Thusian's call, and it's already in the anims folder. So when you go to crawlers, there's going to be a ton of crawlers here. Like folders for crawlers. And then when you go in, we're going to have the Thusian here and all the stuff he can do here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Wildlife. And we'll get back to the rest of them after. So salamander. Fire salamanders. So we go to lizards. We have our salamander. So we're going to have a bunch of... So we go to... Sal, fire, and M. That'll be the short form we'll go with, and then we'll bring these over here. Allow that, and then we could take out the N. Oh, there is none. So the salamander. What type of salamander? It's a fire. And this is his die. It's not a fire and then a type of fire, salamander. This way we could find it when you're looking up stuff, it'll be easier to find this way. All right. Crocodiles. and M's. Right now we just have the one crocodile. We might just have one crocodile. If we get more crocodiles, we'll maybe add different things to the end of those crocodiles. So for now, that's it. Or maybe the crocodile we get doesn't have animations, and so we add our animations to that. Or they're very similar, where we could use the bone structure and fuse the animations together so that they share the same animations. So it takes up less space because they only have one set of animations. Wildlife, insects, scorpions, scorpion anims. There's a lot of stuff here. I feel like these folders are making sense. I'm pretty happy with them right now compared to a lot of the other stuff. Butterflies. Butterfly just has cycles. Anims. So again, most butterflies will be able to share this one little small anim. Same with ants. I have a feeling that ants are going to be pretty small. Actually, I could probably put butterflies into insects, because that's how small it's going to be. So if we go to characters, wildlife, insects, we go back to our butterflies, we could probably move this here and probably just rename this to butterfly anims and just drag this in. Go out and content animations. Let me just go. If we go back to insects now, we got our butterfly and our butterfly anim. Go back to wildlife. We got our butterfly here that we could just remove because it's more of just like an insect. Because again, you can just see like with like the ants and stuff, it has just one small simple and then butterfly fly cycle. And it will just be butterfly fly. Like we don't need any of this other stuff. There you go. Open this up and you'll see that there we go. Simple. Right. Insects, ant. So we go insects, new folder, ants, and M's. As you can see, the ants and M's also just super small. Nothing to it. So it's going to be ant walk. Same with the fish, they're just gonna have swim practically. That's it. They're just gonna have swim. That's all they really. Most of the sharks might have more because they're gonna have like I said, attack, dive, maybe die. You know what I mean? Different things like that. But most of the fish, they're just gonna have and Sal, anims, We'll do short for salmon. Salmon. I guess this is fast swimming. Salmon. Then it'll be fast swimming. Old. And then just salmon. Swim. Old. It's already 10 o'clock. Means the wife will be on her way home. Alright, so we'll do salmon. Just swim. There we go. And again, I'll probably work on like eliminating half of these things. A lot of these fish have like the same bones. Unfortunately, each one of the fish will need, each skeleton will need its own animation blueprint, but the animations can be shared. And technically the animation blueprints can be shared. No, I think they're still going to need this. Yeah. That it's debatable. It's debatable. We'll go into this red eye fish, fast and regular swim. See, it should be the same, fast and regular swim. So this is perch, RE, perch RE, I hate how it doesn't. Yeah, I'll do that. And then we'll just bring these two little animations in. Again, we need to do that it's a perch. What type of perch? It's a red eye. And this is the fast swim for him. This is a perch. What type of perch is a red eye? And this is just his swim. Just want to check here. Yeah, I did red eye, but I think red eye is like a name, so I'll just save that. I think it was just red eye, all lowercase like that. Pike and M's. In this case, we could probably even put the perches together because I just can't see them getting any more animations, and it feels weird to have a folder for just those two little animations, but it does just really divide them up. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. We just got the pike fast swim, and we got the pike swim. And this is the perch. So we will do a new folder. Perch. Items. Move here. Fish. We don't need fish. Perch. Fast swim. Perch. Swim. I'm gonna put that with the with the fishes last time. Said there's a chance that we might get more of these guys just in packs or something, and I'm sure I'll keep them around for variety if I do get more of them. So, and they're pretty like different, like than the rest of the. I wonder why these call this. I'm gonna put fast swim. Like this, just that's weird. Run. It just sounds like a land dweller at that point. He even has a die. Mackerel. Back to the fishes. Max anims. Try to short form some of these. The actual file is more important, because this is when we're doing searches and stuff. This is what we'll see all the times. We can change the folders at any time, but the files are, we don't want to be changing them. So we want them done right the first time if we can. I've already changed these a couple times, so. Grouper and names. I was just gonna do try to do like group or something, but well, that just sounds weird, so I'll just do the full grouper. But like I did up there, I will be taking out Goliath. There we go. And yeah, we have our great white shark. What sharks are gonna have there? So do great white anims. Move here. And great white's so unique. I don't think I will add shark to the end. Great white attack. Great white. Fast swim. Is there no die? So I hope we get a die animation from another shark at some point, and we could add it. Or else I might not. I'll have to make my great white shark invincible. Crustaceans, yeah, let's go a little bit in depth. Wildlife, crabs. I'll just put a lot of the other things with the crabs, you know what I mean? Anims, like lobster, like a lot of the crustaceans, I'll just kind of put it in the crab folder, like if we get lobsters and all those stuff. I think crabs are a lot rarer than I might think. I might be wrong. Might end up getting a bunch of crustaceans and then be just like upset that I just named it crab. So I'm dealing with like a ton of crustaceans. But again, just like they're seeing here, there's no die. Oh, there is a die, so you can't fight. I mean, there's no fighting of the. That's what I was thinking. Said it as I was. Yeah, there's just run and idle and walk and die. So it can't fight back. And the crustaceans are complete. We got characters here. Oof. Yeah, this is huge. So let's see characters. And so what we would do with this characters, we'd pretty much take this entire folder. So we got characters. We go to player. And then we would have an animation folder. And this would all be in there. There's a lot of stuff. Because it's the main player. It's only going to get bigger. I think it will get bigger and then trimmed and then bigger at the same time. I have a feeling this is going to shoot up to like a ridiculous number for my RAM. We're going to go all the way up to the top here. We're going to start fixing up redirectors. Yeah, shut up to 23 megabytes of RAM. Excuse me again. Oh, we're at 24. There you go. And we'll do a save all. There we go. Should be able to delete this now. Just making sure when I click on these that there's nothing inside of the folders, that everything kind of transitioned properly. Sometimes these folders are left behind, not because of the redirector, but because there's something actually there. And then usually it actually won't let you delete it as well. Magic. Who does magic? There's no magic here. Sword and shield. There we go. Yeah. Sorry this is a boring stream, guys. I hope to get back into things. I've sorted all my issues out. Ooh, see? There is a reference redirector. I thought we fixed all those. Temps here, we want to fix up redirectors. Fix up redirectors. Fix up redirectors. Unarmed referencing was read only. Ah. I just want to do one little thing. I think one of these boulders, I just want to delete that boulder. I dislike that boulder. So now I want to save. And it's going to ask me to get out of there. So now I want to go back to my folders. I want to go to levels, and I want to go to startup level, which is just my black screen here. And if I go back to animations, I fix up redirectors. There we go. And I go back to characters now, weapons. But that's what I was talking about. When you try to delete something, sometimes that's where you could tell that there was still something lingering as well. There we go. And goose. Animations, player. And you can check the player, you can go to animations, and you can see in the weapons that, like, if we go to unarmed, that all the animations are there now. Dual hatchets, where he does his little wah wah. So all the animations are there, and we have to actually delete all of these crazy amount of animations after we retarget them onto our new character. Yes, it's gonna be a pain in the butt because this is taking up a lot of space. Well, again, and then we don't have this Manny guy there either. Get rid of this Manny character. That's just taking up extra space that we do not need. As clean as possible, as proper as possible. Goose. Characters. Wildlife. Birds. New folder. Goose anims. And we'll just bring these over. Move here. The goose dies. The goose can eat. It lay idle, waiting for its prey. It thinks it could run, but it could only waddle. So it should be waddle quickly and waddle. And again, when we're going to make a montage, if we need a montage, it will be saved accordingly, just a mod at the end of it there, as you had seen me doing before. And we'll do a new one for Eagle. Eagle Golden NMs. And again, like if we do get a bald eagle, there's a good chance that we could try to make all the NMs shared or the same. Oops. Eagle. That didn't work out. Eagle Golden Fly. Eagle Golden. I actually fly fast. Why is this eagle running? It was fast swim. So we do fast fly, I guess. Just so it matches the fishes. But if we're following the same convention, yes. I realize I should have did fly fast or swim fast. But oh well. And this would be the last of the animations, but like I said, it's bigger than most of the other ones. So we get rats, and then rats just NMs. Hopefully all the rat NMs could be shared. If not, it'd be like rat small or rat big or rat-a-tat-tat or something we'll have for rat number 2, worst case. Because he was added second. He wasn't as easy to obtain as the first rat. He is not as entitled. There we go. Rats run. I believe they could actually run. That makes more sense. And we got rabbits next. And M's. It's already making its way back down. You don't need wild. That's so crazy. I do want to try to get a good name convention going with these things too. Want everything to be proper. I don't know if anybody's going to be working with me in the end as well. That's also why I'm not super worried about the signing in and out, because I usually make a bunch of backups, and the people that were supposed to work with me has like not responded. It's all good. They said that they were going to amp me all up, and then like they just disappeared. I will separate these into pig, iron, items, and move here. Because you can see the wild boar has an attack animation and stuff. So it is a pig. It is an iron age. This is his die. We already know it's an animation, so we do not need that. Again, he is a pig of type iron age. This is eat. This is pig iron age. This is his idol. Pig. I figured I might get bored of this. Iron age. Maybe this is what I gotta find for my new job. Just renaming stuff. And then we'll go back out here and we will do boar items. Move here. Boar attack. Boar die. Boar eat. Boar idle. Boar run. Boar walk. I wish they're all that easy. No, they have to. Alright, we got our goats. Just got our regular goat. And call it a silly goat. Silly goat. There we go. Goat attack, goat die, eat, idle 2. We will keep the 0 out. That will imply there's only 2. That's it. As sometimes it works better if you're always only going to have 2 sets. Or if it's never going to go over 99, but this is Unreal, so we can definitely go over 99. And I will actually just keep this Ebix NMs for this instead of putting goat Ebix. Just to keep it short for brevity's sake. And this is a nice one. Jeez, the goats were done well. I don't need to do anything with the goats. Just pretty much drag them over. Dog family. Wildlife wolves. Wolf. NMs. And so if we get another wolf, it'll be wolf 2. And no We cannot use letters because we could end up getting a crazy amount of idols later. And if we do, yeah, you'll run out of letters. So and we're on deers next. So, well, this deer's a little bit more aggressive. You got offsets and everything for when it tries to kill you. All right, deer. And M's. So we'll do there is two separate. We got deer male and female, and they're different NMs right now. So deer NMs, and we'll actually have to have a deer male NMs. If I do this, I wish I would have do this, so that I would have been able. I would have did the female, but I guess. Too late now. All right. Is a deer? What type of a deer it is? Well, it's the first deer, so apparently. So we just need deer. It's going to be a lot more work for me now. Deer and M's male, and then all of this stuff has to get moved over here. Deer, then what type of deer? It is a male deer. And a walk. Deer, male, grazing. There's only one grazing, so why is that gray? Maybe if I load it up. Deer, male, graze to idle. Deer, male, Graze. 2 idle, and then just mont. Deer, male, idle errors, so I'll do 2. And this will be deer, male, idle, 2 graze. Is there a run already? Yeah, deer, male, run. So this is run 2. So deer, male, run 2. Deer, male, run center. Deer, male. I don't know why you just wouldn't add the E for left. It's not going to make that big of a difference at that rate. Like, this is a big short form. Deer, male. That's, oh, I guess it's 3 letters, but I think there's already a walk too. I'll just check it. Deer, male, walk. Yeah. 2. There we go. We get Ains offsets. Deer, male. I have to keep these the same. I actually don't know what they mean fully. I'm guessing it's center, right, left, but up and down. But yeah, deer, male. Yeah, I guess it's that easy to know. So maybe we'll just keep it deer, male, as is. Deer, male. Name convention's all proper there. Like I said, it would have been way easier for me to just change the female. Could probably did that, but oh well. Go into cows. Cattle and moose. I would want to put cows, but it seems like we've already named it cattle, so that way I don't have to do any changes. And I'm sure we're gonna get another cow. Like, this is just one cow. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring in a farm pack. Like I said, I have a pink pig, so I'm pretty sure I got a farm pack. So I'm gonna have another cow. And that's why I think I separated the chickens from the birds, because the birds are just like flying air things, where the chickens will actually eat, maybe even attack, or have some sort of lay eggs, mate, or whatever they do. And wow, we did get through all of it tonight for ANMs anyway. There, ANMs. Move here. Writable. There we go. There we go. Audio makes sense. These make sense. Won't really touch them. Brushify does not make sense. Procedural, snow, cliffs. Oh, I see. Distant message, erosion. Oh. They're linked to something somewhere. So I'll have to tidy up the brushify. Camera modifiers is fine. And then we're on to the Carnival pack. I think we could just delete these maps here. If I need it, I'm gonna have like a test build somewhere else where I can test the maps. See if there's anything. But pretty much just need it for the rides. While that is doing that, interesting. There we go. See if we go back to Brushify now. Yep. Cliff image 2. So for this, our bear is done. We go to materials, which is green now. Super quick to find. Environments. Cliff 2. Move here. We'll bring these over here for now. So we will fix up redirectors for environments, fix up redirectors, fix up redirectors, and fix up redirectors. Then we'll go back in. There's nothing there. Should be able to kill it. 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 Ooh, can't kill it. And that's gonna bring us right back to here. For that, we're gonna go back out to our Carnival pack then. Rides, bumper cars. Ooh, we got a building. The awning. It looks like everything's separate. Material, textures. Yep. So again, we'll go back out here, and this is going to probably take us to the end. So we'll look at this here. We got maps, Arctic. So there was a part map that was still in there. So brushify, tick. We're gonna get our forest. We'll get rid of this, and this is what I'll be just doing. We'll fix up the brushify and this and that. So we're already on the B section. It's going pretty quick. But yeah, textures, I'm going to have carnival. And then add that one texture in, and now we'll have to do texture one at a time. And then later on, when I go through all the textures, I have to, like I said, I have to make sure that they're all 2K textures and stuff like that. There's no, like, I don't really want 4K, I don't think. 4K is nice. Could do 4K, I guess. It'd be heavier and bigger. It'd be, but I think 2K is decent enough. Environment, so this is textures right now. Materials, environments. We just get all this there. Info layers. This is do I have like landscape? Landscape layers. Move those here. And so we did this landscape, fix up redirectors, and we did some material stuff, fix up redirectors, and then we'll go back out to forest, and we'll fix up redirectors. Now we should be able to get rid of this. And after we clear this, that's going to be it for tonight. So I gotta work on mountains, biomes, stuff like that, and then there doesn't seem like there's that much left here. When we done the brushify, and then I'll start looking into what needs to move here. Stuff like effects, enums, those might not even move. They might move. It all depends on what they are, what they're for. And we'll get down through these skeletons and stuff already done. But I don't think it's going to take too crazy long. But yeah, and like I said, if I get bored of this, then I'm gonna just start on menus and just make my way forward. So just like I want to start from the as scratch as possible. Alright guys, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a good one. Ciao for now.